This funny ass. Oh, there you go, right there. Mm-hmm. Spoke him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2.
And move laterally.
Holy shit, I could pick my play.
Crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And the Redskin first down.
Try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Can't get tired in the red zone, my boy. This where Henry come into play.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's a fumble.
I'll take it. Oh, 44 hit his ass. That's hilarious.
They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles 5-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That's where Henry come into play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
This shit lagging, bro.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Lagging again.
That is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put
Challenge that shit, folks. What we got to lose?
that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw.
I can't even control this nigga.
One for Henderson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it
Try
is
this one
3rd
more
down.
drive
So
for
the
it,
silver
man. I
lining
don't know,
is this,
dog.
This is so far down the field, and there
Might
wasn't a
play
big
this,
run
I
back
don't know,
associated
dog.
with it. Really, this kind of works like a punt.
This shit is
It's not
crazy.
altogether bad result.
Now a run on
I'm
1st
scared to
down
pass
is
the
not going to
fucking
get
ball.
off the ground.
Shouldn't
as
have to
they
play a
will get
game like
behind
this.
the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
I
And
can't
it'll
even
bring up a
pass the
2nd and
fucking ball.
13. Now back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Carter. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Yep.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Just like that. Just like that. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shit.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check nickel.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw.
Do it right to him. Thank you. You big dummy.
So that's back-to-back drives
sitting on
an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's
Squad.
going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Right at him.
Now a handoff here to
That's
his
what we
running
want to do.
back.
Right
This
at
will be
him.
a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hell no.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Not the same shit. What lead?
Near the 29, and they will take over.
I thought I could throw it under. What the fuck was that?
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
Too much.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Oh, you got 10? Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the safety creep. 22. Check. Over. 22. Check. Over. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
I'll take that.
Picked off down at the 2.
You hear me laughing, partner, I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20.
Dunny.
Touchdown.
Dunny.
A big play there. 91 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man completely in the middle. That's Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't cover air. Let's get in the field. Let's get in the play. He's still good.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Yeah, not today, motherfucker.
To connect. Incomplete.
Not today with that playmaker bullshit.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Oh, I'll take it. Good
job. He was
job.
looking for the check-up bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's hurt these boys.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left.
Thank you.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16.
I serve him with a donut. Welcome to my division.
There as his guys will get the football back.
Serve him up a donut, defense. Welcome to the pod.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about,
you got
maybe
blocked
just a little
too, my dog.
speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
What the fuck you think going on around here?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check it out. Check 9, check 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Put the icing on the cake.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they
come on, we're not the Cowboys, bro.
finish off the drive,
Stop doing that nut shit. You're not the Cowboys.
Well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that
That's
incompletion.
what you get for trying to quick hike.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Now you want to catch this one? This guy's a fucking nut.
No pick, just incomplete that time.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Practice.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
That's how it should have happened last time. Put air under that bitch. You can't run into that. No, you can't run into that.
Glimpse there as to why they like this
No,
rookie
sir.
so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
In there. Good job, Kingsbury.
Touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Okay, we straight.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 13. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Good tackle.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
Say it with me, buddy.
The Redskins will take control of the football.
Buddy.
In great field position.
Hey, buddy. Say it with me, buddy.
Line 36. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 52.
Don't you cheat.
They'll run it now out of the game. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back?
You can't hide that safety out there.
All the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things.
Can't hide that safety out there. We've seen.
Describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Henry, come on out, Henry.
Single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Set him out. Goal line fade, on 2. Ready, break.
On that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Take the field goal, man. I want to throw a fade so bad.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure
good job, Vincent. Contain that outside. Nothing get outside of you, my boy.
Pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Blocking. So how y'all blocking the safety and we got linebackers tackling them? What's good with that?
The confidant is on the sidelines. I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's
levels,
coach,
please.
maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ugh.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All right, let's finish up, my boys. Grab our coach bag and get the fuck out of here.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me some.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
That's what you want to play?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown.
Loose that motherfucker.
In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that
Never
went into
know.
this one ahead of time?
Never mind. Yo, need you to go.
Revenge, or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Hold it down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big. You know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. They shakes him off. And a big one here as he's taken down.
Get you some, Leslie.
How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.